It's the world's largest climate conference. Dr. Sultan Al-Jaber ends his term as president of COP28.
We meet at a time of complexity and conflict. And against this backdrop, allow me to say that we in the United Arab Emirates will always choose partnership over polarization, dialogue over division.
Sultan Al-Jaber's appointment has been viewed as controversial, as the United Arab Emirates engineer, businessman and politician is also chair of the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company, a company that pumps 2.7 million barrels of oil a day, with plans to double that by 2027. At today's opening of COP29, he was happy to announce the world is set to break another record in renewable energy growth this year.
55 companies have now joined the Oil and Gas Decarbonization Charter, committing to zero methane emissions by 2030 and net zero by or before 2050. This initiative is pragmatic, practical, and focused on real results, with participants from China, India, Russia, the US, the EU, and the Arabian Gulf. The OGDC now covers more than 44% of global production.
He calls it the most meaningful private sector partnership on decarbonization to date. The gavel is being handed over to Mukhtar Babayev, the Minister of Ecology and Natural Resources of the Azerbaijan Republic.
It gives me great pleasure to declare His Excellency Mukhtar Babayev elected President of the 29th session of the Conference of the Parties.
Though progress of $853 million has been made on the Loss and Damage Fund, it's nowhere what is needed, as Babayev appeals to countries to invest today to protect tomorrow.
Environmental program shows that current policies are leading us to 3 degrees of warming. These temperatures would be catastrophic for billions. They would threaten the existence of communities' representatives in this room.
He says leadership and action are what is needed.
Colleagues, we are on the road to ruin. But these are not the future problems. Climate change is already here. From flooded homes in Spain to forest fires in Australia, from rising oceans in the Pacific to barren plains in East Africa. Whether you see them or not, people are suffering in the shadows. They are dying in the dark.
The $100 billion goal set 9 years ago has by now expired. The COP29 President says this year's priority is to agree to a fair and ambitious new collective quantifiable goal on climate finance.
This must be effective and adequate to the scale and urgency of the problem. It must address the needs and priorities of developing countries.
Focus, he says, will be placed on Article 6, which enables countries to cooperate to achieve their emission reduction targets by transferring their carbon credits to help other countries meet their reduction targets.
Article 6 is long overdue and will help ensure that protecting the planet pays. By matching buyers and sellers efficiently, such markets could reduce the cost of implementing NDCs by $250 billion a year. In a world where every dollar counts, that is essential.
Babayev spoke of transitioning away from fossils in a just and orderly manner. In attacking the issue from every angle, attention will be paid to food waste as a contributor to emissions. Urvashi Tiwari-Roopnarine, TV6 News.